Hi, so this was a video talking about like characters in cartoons, whether or not I would hang out with them. Specifically like the kid characters, because hanging out with kids is fun. They're like little people. It's cool. When I was trying to clear up like space on my phone to record the footage, I accidentally deleted the first half of the video, which was everyone who was at Elmore Junior High, the Eds, the kids next door, Billy and Mandy. And then the rest of the footage is from that point onward, which, I mean, is okay, I guess. It has a part where I talk about like some of my favorite shows, but it is really demoralizing to accidentally lose half of the thing you work on. So if at any point I seem, from the point that I described, describing the kids being made with a gumball, Ed and Eddie, Candy, and that stuff, if at any point I seem vaguely depressed, it's because the most genuine pouring out of my heart accidentally got deleted because my phone's storage was maxed out. I think I'm going to have to lay down before editing this video and cry.
Alright, let's go through it.
We're not even having like a fucking structure or anything, or I'm not even going to like talk much about it. Gumball, Darwin, and East are A tier. They're cool kids. The shit that goes down in the Amazing World of Gumball is absolutely nuts, and we're operating off the assumption that when you are hanging out with them, you are like a character in that world. Yeah, they're just cool kids.
Think Page Master rules.
Yeah, Page Master rules. You know the movie Page Master? Page Master rules. Fisher King or whatever the fucking trope or story is. They're just kids, but they're not like the best. I wouldn't say they're the best, but there is definitely a lot of fun to be had in Elmore because it's Elmore. Don't fuck with the camera. Okay. Banana Joe is just a kid. He's just some guy. He's a fucking band kid. He would, oh my god, he would 100% do the nugget biscuit thing on like a bus ride. That is disgraceful to think about. But he's also just a normal kid. He likes to film himself working out in order to feel cooler.
No, it's building up for the Hector.
Or cooler or whatever. It's just a kid. Bobbert, robot. Bobbert is a robot. He could be fun.
Because he's a robot.
Cool robot shit, but like you have to be really specific with your wording, or he's gonna try and kill you on accident or something. Carrie's a horror kid.
Carrie's an alt girl, I think we said.
She's an alt girl. She's cool. She likes horror media. It's a fun time.
We do a seance. We have.
Also, if you're wondering why I sound like this, I have allergies. Fucking Claire. She's a downer, and I don't deal with that.
I would never want to hang out with Claire.
Oh fuck! I forgot to say. Gumball, Darwin, NES, A tier. Banana Joe, C tier. Bobbert, C tier. Carrie, B tier. Fucking Claire, F tier, because she's a downer and she's completely depressed, despite the fact that she lives in a cartoon world with no goddamn consequences, and we're like status quo is king, and she's going to end up back in Elmore even if she fucking moves out. So like, just get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven and make a fucking time of it, kid. Honestly, that's just my advice for any kid in Elmore Junior High. Don't get depressed about it. It's not going to last forever. Get a Slurpee and just enjoy yourself. You can hear my dad making spaghetti. Clayton is, he's a kid. He can do shape-shifting stuff. He wants attention.
I think we said that we would do like YouTube pranks.
We do YouTube pranks and shit with him.
Well, like the classic kind.
He's a kid. A lot of the shit is just, they're 12. They're kids. They're probably neurodivergent. It's just the way of things. You see, we were supposed to make the camera go really tall in order to like smoothly segue to this bit, but now we're just gonna have to like over crank it really quickly. Hector Yodenheim. Also, if you're wondering why I'm recording this with allergies, it's because creativity strikes at any time. You gotta like strike when the iron is hot. You can't wait.
I wonder my exact height.
Hector Yodenheim is tall. That's not really a bearing on his ranking though. Hector Jotunheimer is
canonically no one can hang out with him, or else he will destroy the town.
Unstable. He will
destroy a children's hospital if you say, I didn't think that The Dark Knight was that good.
Yeah, The Dark Knight's not that good. He fucking destroys the world. He needs like a therapist or something, or an emotional support animal, something to help him deal with his emotional issues.
Better than the emotional support hamster he currently has.
I cannot hang out with him in good conscience. F tier. Hot dog guy is a hot dog guy is a hot dog guy. He's just a guy. I can go to a community college and find 10 people like him. F tier. Not really relevant. Idaho is Amish. I don't fuck with the Amish. He's an F tier. I have this tier right here called Stay the Fuck Away From Me, You Goddamn Gremlins, where all the characters I don't want to interact with are going to go. I have Billy Parton because he's a rich little shit. I have Jamie. She's a dick. She's a terrible person. She's kind of a bully. There's not been a lot of situations where she's actually been in a relationship and wasn't kind of shitty about it. Stay the goddamn hell away from me. I know you're really strong, but you're also like 12. I'll just throw a Roblox card in one direction. You'll fucking chase it. Juke is a kid. Juke is just a kid. He beatboxes, and you can there's like a switch in the back of his head that switches from music to English. We
both decided like it would be so easy to hang out with him because you just flip that switch and go to an arcade.
Go do shit that he would be happy to actually interact with people with words.
Oh yeah, we take him to Reza, the Reza show, and have him go on the stage.
Take him to a magic show and have him interact with the guy. It would be so cool, and I would be so happy for him. He's in B tier. It's better. He's better than the average kid purely because of the emotional impact of hanging out with him. Fucking Oppenheimer, whatever the goddamn.
Julius Oppenheimer Jr.
Oppenheimer Jr.
I would prefer to not be standing next to the bomb.
He will explode and kill you. Well, probably not kill you because it's a cartoon, but Carter, I swear to God. But I wouldn't hang out with the bomb. I wouldn't hang out with the bomb because he's also just a dick. He's mean to people for fun. That's the whole thing. I don't fuck with that shit. Leslie is
a camp gay. I think you said.
Leslie, yeah, I called him a camp gay in the original recording. He's just he's very egotistical. I don't think I can hang out with him.
Yeah.
He's instant F tier. He just seems like a kind of a shitty person. There's probably more to him, but
I want to find it.
I'm not gonna look for that. Masami, I think you could actually find a lot about Masami to like. Like, a lot of her personality defects, like the way she interacts with people, just comes from the perspective of being really rich and just wanting to be treated like a normal person. So I would just, go to an arcade or something. Go to an Andy B.
She'd pay for it, but she wouldn't care.
But, but I kind of feel bad because he'd be like, oh, you only hang out with me because I'll pay for it. No, I'd take her to, a library or something. I play D&D with her. I'll play D&D with her.
You're right.
We're pirating all the materials. You don't have to pay anything. We're playing D&D. The original bit was just you're paying for it. Actually, no. You're gonna hear me be happy again because I'm gonna talk about Molly. I love Molly with all my heart.
Molly's the best character in the show.
Molly is such a nice person. I love her and I love dinosaurs.
You can edit in the Molly hi right after you say Molly's name.
I love dinosaurs so goddamn much. I'm wearing Jurassic Park shorts. There was a bit in the original recording where the guy, my brother recording, picked me up, he's wearing Jurassic Park shorts, and it was cool. Jurassic Park shorts. Dinosaurs are close to my heart. And Molly's close to my heart. She's, as I said, she's so goddamn nice, and she is just, I love her. She's cool.
She's Molly.
She's Molly, and we love Molly.
We taking her to the art museum.
We're taking her to an art museum. We're gonna go talk about it. It's gonna be really nice. Next is Ocho. Ocho is kind of he's intense. And the only reason he is still intense is because whenever someone talks about it, he starts talking in an intense way. Is this intense? And everyone's like, no, you're fine, because they're intimidated. He's like, oh, okay, cool. But in reality, he all you have to do is just tell him he's being intense, and he'll tone it down. That's kind of a thing. It's just he just has trouble talking at a normal volume. So D tier purely because he could kill me, unironically. But he has a possibility of just being a normal kid, which is perfectly fine. I think I'd take it to an arcade. Plug him into Beat Saber. So you just can go boop, 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 boop. It'd be cool. Fucking Penny. Penny is just a cool kid. Penny is a cool kid. That's all.
We decided that we would play prop hunt with Penny. We'd go to a rage room and she would hide in a...
She turns into a Coke can or something and hides, and we just walk over with Nerf guns boink, boink. And that's the bit. She's also she's just really nice. I think we talked about in the original recording, Penny has self-esteem issues, self-image issues that stem from her living in her shell all the time. But
that Gumball completely
being a person
negates,
who Gumball being a person who generally loves her not for her appearance, just because he loves her. That is all that she needs in her life. So this is just me talking about how Gumball and Penny, unironically, are made for each other. It's really cute, and I love it. Sarah Gelato she's just a
we can mention this bit again.
Attachment issues.
We mentioned we could probably watch
let's watch Mother's
old
Basement,
anime
or Save Me Lollipop, Soul Eater. Actually, probably not Soul Eater. She's 12.
We remember that side that's she is Gumball's hype man.
She's Gumball's hype man,
and Gumball is Penny's hype man.
We have this visual in mind. Of Penny chilling in the cafeteria, like a paper crown or something. Gumball is like behind her
in a hype guy pose,
outfit, like yo, and then Sarah's behind him in a similar hype man outfit, going yo towards Gumball. And then we made a joke about like a Supreme jacket, but it says Elmore instead of Supreme. And like, if you want to steal that, you can totally steal that, and I would buy it. Please, someone make that. I'll be re-recording this is gonna be so worth it if someone actually makes that a thing. I'm the press. Sussy is just Sussy. She has such a nice view of life. She's generally just kind of goofy, and she can be deep at times. There are times where she just like breaks out like a normal, like I don't know, like a really sophisticated voice and just talks about shit.
Yeah, I hang out with Sussy. We do the pigeon mail.
We pigeon mail.
She pigeon on my mayo till I
You are gonna go to hell for that. Terry. I think Terry's cool. I play D&D with Terry.
That's all you could do.
Why is she in D tier, an F tier actually?
You put her in F tier with the probability to go to D tier.
Well, I'm changing that actually. She's going in C tier. The upside of having to re-record all this is that I can reconsider my rankings, which I only have done once so far. I think like she's a germaphobe. But just wear like a disposable mask or something, or like assuming that like allergies don't exist in shit in the Maze World of Gumball.
No, allergies do very much exist.
Well, like they don't like seasonal allergies. Like
you're right.
You can be like allergic to feathers or some shit, but like you're not gonna walk outside like my nose, like so like you could just feasibly hang out with her. I think she'd play a cleric or possibly a barbarian. Just let her like up frustration, which like good for you, girl. I think she deserves a hug, but. Maybe it should be from someone who is like hermetically sealed so that she isn't concerned about the germs. Or like if she feels bad enough, I don't think
I think Bobbert can fly into the sky and then like fly fast enough around the world to like burn off all the germs and then cool down and then land and give her a hug.
That'd be cute. I think she just deserves a hug. Tina Rex is just a girl. She's a dinosaur. She'd be a Rex. She's probably a butch. Let's be completely honest. When she grows up, she's gonna be a butch.
We be riding her. No.
No.
We be going through the park, standing on her back like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, we're gonna slide down her tail like Fred Flintstone, or we're just gonna go do like normal shit because she's a T-Rex. We'll have, like,
do regular stuff, but with a T-Rex there.
We'll do karaoke, but we'll have to like hold the microphone up. I'll be like standing on my brother's shoulders with the microphone just whoop. I completely forgot. We made a joke where like. Oh wait! One of the bits with Penny was like, I play golf with her dad. It's like fun, and then you were like two people in hoodies, or like with just like the eyes with eyes, just playing golf, making jokes about like Wii Sports. And then I said like, oh, I actually have a different idea for what it looked like if I was in the main look on ball. That's only going to show up in the edit. So I'm including that just so I have an excuse to edit in art my friend made. I love the art with all my heart. Fuck off.
I don't think I've seen the art.
I'll be completely honest. You probably look like Trace in the Infinite. In the Maple Gumball, you'd be awesome. A skeleton in a hoodie. You'd be Sant. Oh dear God, you'd be Sant. Tobias is a little fuck. He's a little egotist.
He's so.
I don't like him.
Canonically,
he's a high beast. He would say level 5 skewed to Gato Haya Rizzler.
Canonically, even when like the world was being taken over by a virus of just pure happiness, no one wanted to.
Zombies didn't like him just because his vibes were that rancid.
He's an F tier.
He's an F tier just because his vibes are fucked. But like no, there's not even a but. Like his like sister Rachel is cool. I think she just went to college.
Rachel's cool. She's gone.
Instead of just writing her off and putting her in her void, the writers put her into college just because they're like, I want to write about her, but I don't want to kill her off. So like, that's gotta say something. She's not on the list, but I'm just saying that out loud.
Go be like, I'm out of here.
The Eds are S tier for various reasons. I love Identity so much. I like made like a little like DVD case for like one of the seasons as a kid on DVD. If you know what the Eds can do with cardboard, like I'll give them like 2 hours with my fucking debit card in a hardware store just to see what they're capable of, and also I would be taking them to the mall, like a local candy store, so just to see what they get. They would probably have to have like a limit of what they could buy, but I want to see them be like, I'll be like, hey, let's make a roller coaster, and then we can charge people like $2 on a ride. They'll be like, oh, that's like 8 quarters, and then they're just like gonna like. Red Dead Redemption 2 building minigame that shit.
I
just realized we didn't write Rolf because like I if you can't tell I've written some of these on there. Rolf. Thank you. Rolf, the son of a shepherd, leader of the Urban Rangers, is also S tier, actually. Just because, like...
Right, Rolf.
Oh, okay.
Just right, Rolf.
Yeah.
I sit.
Rolf B, just because, like, it would be, like, outdoor shit, but I was like, I don't feel good. Man, I like, my body aches. My sinuses fucking suck. He would, like, smack you on the back of the head with a chicken, and you'd be like, my crops are flourishing, my skin is clear, my fields are watered. What the hell was that? Never doubt the power of the smack of a chicken, city not an Ed boy. City not an Ed boy. Don't doubt the son of a shepherd. He'd be fun, honestly. I think I'd hang out with him. His culture seems really interesting, and ironically, like
I'd be right
like the holiday.
It'd be contradicting itself so much.
I would rock hard for Yeshmayak, unironically. I'd eat bacon and like sing songs and shit. That goes hard. That goes unironically so hard. Codename Kids Next Door, F tier, just because they're like way too militaristic. And they have like a weird thing like grown-ups, adults, and teenagers, which is fair in universe. All like grown-ups and shit are like evil or whatever. Not most of them. Or like there's like a cabal of evil ones. But like I already had problems growing up as a kid, just accepting that. It fucked me up mentally for a while. I don't want to go through that again just because I wanted to just because I was in the same neighborhood as this big ass treehouse and shit. No, that'd be awful, man. I don't want to listen to American Idiot 5,000 times in a row and get unreasonably attached to Saint Jimmy as a character.
Again,
that'd be awful. So they're an F tier just because I value my mental health more than I value the idea of going into a big ass treehouse. Although I would hang out in that treehouse. That treehouse is fucking gas. Billy and Mandy, if Grimm is there, then I'm hanging out with them. But like, they're just kids. I had to wait to look like in junior high for them to be like remotely interesting. They're just kids doing like more less so than any of these kids doing kid shit. They're just kids doing kid shit, and it would be boring a little bit, honestly. Although I would love to see what Billy does, just in general. It's just always like what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? I think that's. Yeah, okay, so lucky you, viewer or listener, if you're watching this while drawing. I know some of you probably are. This is the point where we're not re-recording new footage, and we're gonna go back to the original footage. We're starting this. I'm trying to do like a cool like cutaway or like a transition. We're starting with next up is a pick that unfortunately has a lot of controversy behind it. Not like the creator was a piece of shit or whatever. Just people have really stupid opinions on it. Stephen Port's Universe. Now, I like the show. I'm not gonna let him talk first.
No.
I think a big part of like why it's like this idea of like the diamonds are
now,
basically Nazis,
which
is like fair, but it's a kid show.
We're not talking about the show, all right? It has its bads in my opinion. We're talking about him and maybe hanging out in his world.
In Beach
and
City.
Steven is an S tier. I will give Steven this.
And I like Steven as a character. And I'm going to say this about the show real quick, because
the show is pretty good. It's the end season.
I've heard nothing but fucking discourse about it. I'm going to say this, it's a kid's show.
It is a kid's show.
It's not talking about fucking the dangers of fascism, although it is very aware of these things and discuss it. It's about the importance of, like,
friendship.
People have their reasons to do bad things. And although the diamonds aren't fucking perfect, they're at the very least aware of the terrible things they've done, and they're literally trying to atone for it. Sorry, I just realized I said literally. They're literally trying to atone for it. Like, they're not awful people. Don't tilt the camera.
Then get to the point.
I'm sorry. I just heard so much fucking discourse about
it.
But anyway,
I will
say,
say,
go to Steven
we will hang out with Steven. Also, I would definitely join the gems on like a corrupted gem hunt. It would be a shot of all of us like at a faraway distance from like that one Roadrunner gem from the one up. So I was like, right, how are we gonna get it? And then it's just me with my like air rifle, and I'm just like dialing in the distance.
He's got a gun. I'm holding like a samurai sword, and I'm like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm just doing this.
I've dialed in the distance. By the time you guys have decided, it's already a gem on the ground.
He's just like, wind, distance, a bullet drop. Let's fucking do this.
I'm guessing.
He's a goddamn. My brother's a goddamn Borderlands character. He just needs the shading and like a Nerf gun that's been repainted. Next up, another immediate S tier.
Is it who I think it is?
Is it who I? Oh my God! It's literally.
It's the pizza swab.
It's the pizza swab. It's Clarence Jeff and Sumo from Clarence.
Obvious S tier.
I love Clarence so much. God damn it!
We watch it with our dad all the time.
I watch it with our parents all the time. Just like Gumball, by the way, they love Gumball. They think Clarence is fun. I think these kids are the funniest kids I've ever met. I've met actual kids in real life. These are just like they're just like normal kids, man. I would meet them anywhere. I'd meet them going to a goddamn. Oh, we have like a fucking fair,
a town
fair. I would take them to that town fair. It's so much fun, and also.
Why you got ducks?
Whoa, you get ducks here?
Well, really?
Someone could fucking dox us with that. But these are just fun kids, and like adults hang out with them and do shit. It's always fun.
We have ranked the places in our state where it would be the coolest to take them. Bass Pro Shops.
I would take these kids to a Bass Pro
Wonders
Shops
of Wildlife.
Because I want to see Suho just be like, I'm the Rat King, and he's gonna dive into like the tank full of fish.
That
would be amazing.
We would get kicked out, but might be worth it.
I would show Jeff my my Tokusatsu collection, and I think he'd respect it. Jeff has autistic boy swag. Let's be honest. I keep calling these characters autistic. It's not even an insult. It's just like you show a lot of symptoms I've seen on the internet, which feels rude, but actually no. I deeply respect them. I think they're
next
cool.
Characters. What set of characters? Who's the next one?
Next character. Aren't all like kids in this show, so I just picked the one that I like the most. It's OKKO from OKKO. Let's Be Heroes.
That's a 100% yes.
He is such
not
a cool
just because
kid.
Of the universe, but also because of KO.
He's just a fun kid, and I didn't even watch the show. I've heard so much about it, like the TKO arc was neat, and I like how after it was done, KO just got like a little thing, and his like headband's a slightly different color now. I love details of like characters who undergo some like deep important transformation, and it's shown through their design. It's really cool, but also. Assumedly, if we end up in the world of OKKO, we'll have power. So I would love to just do fucking tokusatsu shit at the bodega. It's a bodega, by the way. Bodegas are fun. I go to that bodega, and I would bring my Nintendo Switch, and I'd play 1-2 Switch with him. Because 1-2 Switch is actually a really good party.
You'd play 1-2 Switch, and then you'd meet the 1-2 Switch.
I play 1-2 Switch.
You'd meet the horse guy. Himself. You'd meet the horse guy from 1-2 Switch too.
Horse guy from Everybody 1-2 Switch. You should play Everybody 1-2 Switch if you're watching this video. It's unironically a really good time. If you liked 1-2 Switch, and I did, I think it had a very fun, it had a lot of personality. I enjoyed it. Next up is the main kids from Craig of the Creek. Craig of the Creek is one of those shows where it feels like the beginning of good Cartoon Network again. Clarence is similar to that. They're just kids.
They're just dudes who hang out at the coolest creek I've ever seen. We live near a creek, and it's not as cool as that.
None of the creeks we've gone to are cooler than the ones in Craig of the Creek.
And that's kind of the point, because like it's a cartoon. I would hang out with kids. It's a show
about like childlike joy of exploring nature.
Also, simultaneously, like teens and young adults do hang out at the creek and they go play D&D.
I would go.
You think I'm playing D&D?
No, man.
I already have a D&D.
We're bringing our bikes.
We're dirt biking through the creek,
and we're gonna like but also like whatever they do, it can be fun. Like I would go to that treehouse and be like, hey, here's $20. How many bomb pops can I get with $20?
And you would be given all the bomb pops, because that's $20 real dollars.
I would be
that's $20 real dollars and not like a shiny rock.
I'd be swimming in bomb pops, and I'd be like, I am the lord of... I am the president.
You'd have to give them away to the children, because that'd be so unfair.
They call me Tony Stark, the way I'm in all this bling. That was awful.
I guess 3 characters left. And get to...
Yeah, 3 left. Maybe there's 2 more, actually. 2 more? But those 2 I didn't print out on accident because it's stupid. So I'm going to have to just poorly draw them on the board. Let me just snippety-snip these guys.
This show was so minute.
It had such like a cozy atmosphere. It made me tear up a little bit every time I watched it. I just loved it that much.
We talking about
Summer Camp Island.
Look at these
lovely little balls. Look at these cuties. Oscar and Hedgehog from Summer Camp Island.
I forgot Hedgehog's just called Hedgehog.
Hedgehog is just Hedgehog.
Why is she just Hedgehog?
She's also a werewolf.
Why is she just Hedgehog?
Oscar is a like partially magic being that just produces magic energy and like imbues it with people.
He's also an elephant.
He's also an elephant, and he's also Jewish.
Also, elephants are very like. What was I thinking? They're very like sacred animals, so that does make sense.
Yeah, but like I just love them. They're just kids and they're fun.
They're awesome. I'd hang out with them. They'd probably play D&D, and I wouldn't mind it.
I just hang out with
them. It'd be a very... Like, we're talking Adventure Zone style D&D where it's all fun and light jokes.
Stuff. I'd be like, hey, what do you guys want to do? And they're like, oh, we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna go to and we're gonna go like hang out with dolphins. I was like,
you can hang out with dolphins.
The theme song to that show, by the way, legit makes me cry whenever I listen to it. Magic is real here. It's such a beautiful show. This could partially is possible. You could consider this video to partially be just me talking about how much I love cartoons. I might go over that as a whole during the end.
Moon is our friend. I wanna stay with you on Summer Camp Island.
It's such a good show, but unfortunately got canceled and like fucking wiped off the face of existence by Warner Brothers.
For tax purposes.
Bastards.
For tax purposes too. All right.
Finn the Human. This is gonna be controversial. A tier, not S tier. Purely because I'm terrified of what he's capable of.
He is 12 years.
He is killed. He is killed.
He has killed, yes, because he's a 12-year-old with a sword.
No. Now that I'm saying it out loud, one of his favorite pastimes is hanging out with an elf that makes pie and cutting apples in like her lawn and just going, swords, swords!
I would get a scimitar from him and we would be chopping swords in Tree Trunks' yard.
Now that I'm saying this, I sound like such a goddamn square. He likes to fight monsters, not even for the glory. He does that shit for fun, which is why he's the best hero I've ever seen. And actually, he's not an A tier. He's an immediate S tier.
Just because you thought it through, that also hanging out with Bimo would suck. Actually, that's 2-player games.
Actually, no, I'd hang out with Bimo.
Oh, I mean like playing games on Bimo. Yeah, okay. Hanging out with Bimo.
I'll just bring my Nintendo Switch. But I don't want Bimo to feel bad. I would bring 5 controllers so Bimo could play as well.
Anyhow,
Bimo can play their own games.
You gotta remember, you can explore the world of Adventure Time with Finn and Jake.
I can go to explore the land of Hoot. I can call Princess Peach a bitch.
Wrong princess, but yeah.
Princess Bubblegum. I can call Princess Bubblegum a bitch. She's a bit of a bitch.
Also, you can go to the dungeon train.
I can go to the dungeon.
I would go to the dungeon train.
Like a 1 day timer and be like, okay.
I wouldn't even do that. I would just go until I found a sufficiently cool helmet and then just leave.
Go till you find something that looks cool and just fucking dip. Also, I think Finn would freak out upon seeing, like, actually no. By the end of the show,
he would freak out seeing other people.
It entirely depends on what point in the series. Like, there is an implication there are other humans at certain points. So he might be like, oh my god. That's the other humans I've been hearing so much about.
Okay.
But I just don't. I hang out with them.
It's time.
It's time.
For the immediate
one of the
bottom tier.
What?
Because of the danger of him.
Oh, well, I mean, like, we're talking about Benjamin Tennyson. So I actually don't. I'm not gonna place him in bottom tier. Like he is a
10-year-old with the ability to destroy the world. Like hell, I would hang out with him.
So the conceit of his character, he's a superhero, but he's also a 10. But also, he likes to just goof off with his superpowers, which is really interesting.
It's really interesting, simultaneously really dangerous. But at the same time, we put Finn in S tier.
We put Finn in S tier. I think we can settle with Ben in B tier.
For Ben.
B is for Ben. If it's Omniverse Ben 10, he's an immediate S tier. But that's not a kid. That's
just an actual teen.
That's a
I think he dodges taxes.
He dodges taxes. But
because Gwen's canonically going to college at that point. We're the age of Omniverse Ben at the moment.
We are Omniverse Ben. I don't like that thought, actually. We're not done yet, actually. That's why I have my pen. My great pen. This is a marker, not a pen. I want to talk about 2 more characters. Chowder from the show Chowder.
He is an S tier as well.
He's an S tier.
He doesn't eat... I would literally kill to walk around wherever the name...
explore Marzipan.
Marzipan, that's the name.
We're going... Assuming we have money and
schmeckles or whatever they call it.
Assuming USD is like comparable to dollops.
Dollops,
that's fuck, dude. You want to go get like some quesadilla tacos, but like whatever it's called in Chowder language, like quesadilla tacos. That'd be great. Anyway, Chowder's an S tier. He's also just a goofy guy, a goofy little goober. He's a silly boy.
His fat cheeks, or for his cheeks.
Yep.
So far, it's actually looking like a pretty good Chowder from this distance. Oh my god, that's actually... Don't forget to add a line for the hat.
And then... That's all.
That I've seen worse chowders.
There's worse chowders
from the distance. This isn't that bad of a chowder.
It's a goofy ass chowder. I actually own 2 chowder DVDs, by the way.
Should we just throw him against the wall?
Yeah. Let me just pick up my chowder. Now, I'm not even gonna like put on the wall.
Is chowder?
I want to just show you my chowder DVD. Here he is. Here's the boy. We love this boy.
I also Mr. Weeping.
I also have a Clarence DVD. That's why he showed the Clarence DVD. I like to collect DVDs
because they're the media that survives.
They're one of my favorite forms of media. So Chowder's next. That was Chowder, S tier. He's just a goofy guy. I think Flapjack is an A tier.
Oh, Flapjack is A tier.
Purely because
you would have to be on the docks.
The docks, he's dangerous. Flapjack is cool. Flapjack is a goofy guy. If you show up in the camera, they can be hilarious. Flapjack is a goofy little guy. He's got a silly laugh, or whatever.
They have a bar where you can have candy, and I can't remember if characters canonically get drunk off the candy, because it's been years.
A little hat.
Who needs candy down? It's safe by the docks.
There ain't no streaming city pops to go sprinkling down the rocks. I think that was Tom Kenny, actually.
It probably was Tom Kenny. It's dangerous and risky.
Adventurous and free. Adventure that's a life for me. There's a lot of trees lemonade seed. Then time I go to me. On the inside, but there's a Flapjack is an 18. Who else is there in the world of adventure? Among cartoon kids? Where would I put Bluey and Bingo? Fuck.
The question is, what would be the context of us hanging out with these characters?
Would it be like...
Because with the rest of these...
We're also
No. I mean, like, with the rest of these, we could conceivably see them...
We could just be, like,
out and about.
Like,
I think someone fell
we're just... What is this? Oh, okay, never mind. That's just a giant piece of tape, my bad. No, it's just a big-ass piece. That's why I told you to ration your tape. Like, for a lot of these, it could just be, like, we're exploring and then, like, the opportunity, like, we're just walking on the cul-de-sac and the Ed's show. I'm like, hey, y'all want to go like a hardware store? I'm like, okay, that's cool. Because, it's the fucking 90s.
It feels a little bit weirder to just have
to say, like, Bingo and Blue.
We would have to hang out with the whole Healer family. And that
in that case, the Healer family is an A tier. They're just a
goofy family.
They're fun loving.
Or the implication is that we'd be babysitting, which is still an A tier.
That's actually really fun. I would bring I'd bring Monopoly or something.
We're just talking, and then you hear the fucking singular ding, and you get like a JoJo Stone face because you can't move.
We're like debating.
Solidifies like the Pillarman.
We're talking like, hey, what board game should we play with these kids?
Let's play
Monopoly's fun, but
let's play Dread. They have a Jenga thing.
Yeah. Actually, no. Whatever. I think they would be S tier, the Healer family as a whole. But I just love the image of just like 2 random dogs that I hired as babysitters, and then one of them just walking by, and you just hear heavy. So actually, Blue.
Hold on a second. I can do this pretty well.
Heavy. He's gone. But like Chris and Low, he just pushed to the floor. But I think Bluey and Bingo would be S tier. They're not even Cartoon Network characters, which is the worst part. I think Bluey should be on Cartoon Network. Don't fuck with my camera.
Camera, help me.
On heavy.
Camera.
Oh. Does that work?
I'm heavy. Were the kid sounds?
I'm heavy.
Blue and Blue and Bingo are going S tier. I'm just gonna put a B.
I can't.
You fucked yourself up, and
it's
now you
not my dominant wrist. Luckily,
you gotta pay for it.
Don't fucking
lay down.
No.
Lay down.
No.
Die.
Recovery position.
Dignity.
I have to be in the recovery position.
Die with dignity. I'm gonna rip your cough off.
That's another censor.
I'm gonna kick you in the balls. Are there any other cartoon characters I can think of?
Technically, the guy from Firestarter, but he's like the same.
Yeah, that guy's like a 12-year-old.
He's actually in high school.
1 second.
He's like, I think he's a year younger than us at this point. Symbiotic Titan.
I don't think that works. The guy from Firestarter like canonically exists in the world of Invincible. I hope they actually do something with him. That'd be cool as hell. My dog is barking.
I can't think of any other kids.
I think this is like I didn't want to go into like Nickelodeon shit. I would probably hang.
There ain't that many. So what do you think? There ain't that many like kid characters.
They're not like there's not like recognizably kiddish characters. I think like y'all ever see that art of like Nicktoons Unite as if they were just like people chilling and shit.
Oh.
That I would hang out with.
I could not hang out with either Timmy or Jimmy.
I would
both are so.
They're insufferable, but I think that's actually a part of their charm. I would hang out with Jimmy Neutron actually.
Yeah, Timmy's a no-go.
He's a cool.
Timmy's a no-go because he's a freak.
Little fucking bastard, little freak piece of shit. Get up so you can do the outro.
No one else in that family has buck teeth.
No
there has
one.
to be someone else in that town that has just absolutely ripped muscles who has buck teeth.
Someone there is absolutely fucking weird. Anyway, cartoons are weird and fun, and we're all weird for liking them at one point in our lives. This is a stupid tier list, but I love myself.
I'm gonna zoom in. And we're gonna
break down each tier, I guess.
I'm just zooming to get a better shot of each tier.
Yeah, okay. S tier is just like, in general, they would be fun to hang out with.
They would be the ones I would go to hang out with.
Like,
if all these characters in a room, I would seek them out.
I would, actually, no. I would, here's my idea for S tier. Not only would I seek them out, I would seek a method of going to their universe to seek them out. Just because they seem like cool people. A tier is plain and simple, I would seek them out to hang out with. But that sounds kind of weird coming from a 20-year-old.
It's a very weird sentence, but you know what I mean.
I would hang out with these people
in
a heartbeat.
B tier is if like we B tier is like you would meet them at like a group thing. I think.
Yeah, if like I'd meet them at a group thing and be like, yeah.
You'd meet Ben at like a Comic-Con or something.
I'd meet Ben at Comic-Con and it would be the sickest shit ever. Actually, I'd see him.
C tier is if you happen to stumble.
C tier, in my opinion, that's just like normal people. It's like the normal situation. Like if I was a student at Elmore Junior High, I'd probably end up hanging out with one of them at one point or another, or I'd just have I'd be acquaintances, not like full on friends. D
tier, this is big as love. Hoo-ha.
D tier is like, ooh, man.
D tier is like within the first
apprehension
sign of like a red flag, you would try to make your way out. The
first red flag, you were like inching your way out. You're not like trying to like maintain.
F tier is to me is F like
I don't want
do everything to avoid, but if they call out your name, you're gonna have to be like, hey.
If they're like, hey, person name, and you're like, oh, hi. Stay the fuck away from me, you goddamn gremlin, piece of shit.
Justin.
You charlatan, you fool. In the house of the Crimson King, I am going to reduce you to your base. I don't like these people, and these people are children. I'm okay with children, not these children. Is there supposed to be a point to this video?
That's a very good question. Is there supposed to be points to this video?
She said, come on, kiss my battery, come on, I'll be an android.
Him.
And Steven!